can you hear me? Anyway, so there's always a lot of talk of like things coming full circle and the feeling that people get, and ultimately I've had a lot of full circle moments lately, and it's crazy to me. But like, I was just listening to the song, right? My phone was on shuffle and this song played, and I haven't heard this song in months. Like, I haven't purposely played I haven't heard the song in months, right? The last time I heard it, I was living by myself. I mean, I'm still living by myself, but I was like living by myself. I was getting ready to transition. I was going back home to Hawaii. I was going back home to Hawaii to just take care of myself. And I would have the song on repeat. And it was the only song that I could really understand. And it just talks about, I can't even really explain how it connected with me, but it's just so crazy. Like, during the pilot of the show, I was staying in a certain part of Manhattan, and now, as the show is ending, I'm staying in that part of Manhattan, and I literally see the hotel that I used to stay at. And I was in H&M today, and this may not mean anything for anybody, but just like to give an example of full circle, I was in H&M today with my brother / uncle Drew, and the song came on by Rihanna, which never plays. And it was a song that during my internship as a dancer for this convention, it was a song for our opening number, and it always just brings so much joy to me every time I hear it. And then I came home, and I had my music on shuffle, and then the song played, Electric by I can never remember her name, but I know Khalid is or Khalid. No, it's Khalid. I know he's featured on it. And let me tell you, this song was literally the only song that I could listen to in the month of March, right? I was in a questionable place mentally, and I took everything, and I would spend hours cleaning my apartment, and I thought that, if I was basically cleaning my apartment, and it would take me 6 hours to do so just because I couldn't focus on anything. Alina, but yeah, her, yes. And then, once I went home to Hawaii, and I just, danced to it, and anyway, that song got me through, a tough time. And here I am, in my hotel room, again, alone, and, again, in this transitional phase, but, I'm in a different mental state. I'm in a much better mental state than the last time I would listen to that song, and it just got me thinking of the concept of full circle. And a lot of us feel like in order to have something be full circle, we have to be at the same place, right? But being full circle does not mean being in the same place at a different time. It means you're in a different, I can't even really articulate it. When you are truly present, there's a lot of moments that are full circle. And when you draw a circle, you start at one point, you go around, and then you reach that same point from a different angle. but it's not really that same point because it's coming from a different place. And I guess we all strive to have full circle moments, but they're also really terrifying because you don't want to go through time and be in the same place during a different time, right? Nobody really wants to do that, but when you're really present and I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I don't even know. Maybe I shouldn't even be on this live, but I don't know. There's just so much. There's so much clarity in full circles, and I don't. Maybe I'm not. I don't know what you're talking. I don't know what you're talking about, but your voice tone makes me sad. Please stop. Yeah, I don't know what I was trying to articulate. I probably should have taken a little bit more time to try to do that before I came on live. I guess what I'm trying to say is don't be afraid to be at the same point in a different time, because it's not the same point. There's no way. There's literally no way for you to be in the same place at a different time. There's not. Whether you've grown or whether you've not grown. I mean, there's no possible way for you to be at the same place at a different time, because it's just not possible. And I tell my friends this all the time. The one, like, when we're going through a hard time, like, if you think of life like a road trip, right? And here we go. This is an example of full circle. So, life is like a road trip, right? You do everything. There are two different kinds of road trips, too. There's the kind... See, I'm just rambling. I really shouldn't be on this live. Whatever. I committed. I might as well just go through with it. Two different kinds of road trips. You have the ones where you're like, all right, let's just go. I don't know where I'm going, but let's just go. And then you have the one where you're like, no, I'm going there. Ultimately, you do everything you can to be as prepared as possible, and like you'll pack up your snacks, you'll make sure you have like the kind of clothes for the weather, yada yada yada. Along the way, your lights on your little dashboard start to light up, and you're like, I'm fine, you know. And you keep driving. You run out of snacks, but you're like, it's fine, like, I'm not that hungry anyway, yada, yada, yada. The AC breaks, and you're like, oh, crap, okay, whatever, it's fine. And then finally, you run over, like, 5 nails, and two of your front tires pop. And you're stuck on the side of the highway, and you're, like, in the middle of the desert. It's literally the worst timing ever for stuff to go down. And you're like, what the heck? Like, why me? Why me? Why me? Seriously. Like, are you kidding me? So now, I don't have any snacks, and my AC is broken, and I didn't pack that jacket that I thought I packed, and now my tires are blown up. Like, what the heck? Why? Why? And ultimately, I just feel like I'm rambling. You're gonna need to take some time to fix one thing at a time. Because you didn't take a moment to stop by the gas station that you passed to get more snacks, now you don't have any snacks. And you packed your jacket at the very bottom of everything, so you can't find that. And your AC broke because, I don't know, you just have an old car. And then now, because you weren't paying attention and you were just like living your best life, dancing around to music, you have 2 pop tires. We think that being stranded on the side of the highway is the end of the road, and that, you know, everything is wrong, and like there's no hope. But you're not starting over. You're not back home thinking about going on a road trip. You are literally in your car on the side of the freeway on your route for your road trip. You're still closer to your destination, whether you didn't know that where you're going to go to begin with, or whether you did know. You're still closer than you were 30 minutes ago. So are you going to pout and just kind of die on the side of the freeway because nobody's there to help and feel like your road trip is over? Or are you going to realize that you're still closer to your destination than you were 30 minutes ago? And the times when, you know, you're driving, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And your car breaks down when you only have 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go to your destination and your car breaks down. Are you gonna get back in the car and drive 6 hours the opposite direction? Or are you gonna do what you can to get your car fixed, and however that is? Are you going to do what you can and continue to drive the 30 minutes? If you're in that space of like, everything is going wrong in my life, I have nothing, or maybe I have everything and I'm not happy, what is wrong with me? If you're in that moment of your life where you're literally just trying to stay above ground and just like really trying so hard to like get through things, you're still here. You're still here, and you're not anywhere, you're not any further from where you're supposed to be than you are. If right now is sucking for you, and right now, like, you're stranded on the side of the road with nobody to help you, and no food and no gas, just process it and just sit there for a little bit. And if you have to, if you just have to stay there for a few days on the side of the road with your broken AC and your flat tires and your lack of snacks, just process it and just keep praying and and if you're not religious or whatever, spiritual, whatever, like, just manifest that help will come, and it'll happen. Like, it will happen. And sometimes that AC is gonna break. Like, you have an old car, that AC is going to break. So just, if that AC is always breaking, that's one less problem for you, because that's just a problem that you're going to have to get used to dealing with the entire road trip. You know, we have traumas, whether it be from our childhood, whether it be generational trauma, that we're always going to have to deal with for the rest of our lives. And and that's the AC in the analogy. If you've been watching this entire live, it's like your life is a road trip, and there are going to be problems along the way, but you're not going backwards, you're going toward your destination. And that AC, if that AC has broken down 5 times throughout the last 10-hour trip, you know what? Bygones be bygones. But if everything's going wrong and you have nothing and you don't know what to do, you have to take the time to fix what you can, and take that time, however amount of time that is, take that time to figure out how to fix those tires. Take the time to figure out how you can, supplement the food and everything like that. Like, take that time, because if you're in that space of everything is wrong, you didn't give yourself the time to fix the little problems when they happen. So now because you decided to ignore the problems, ignore the little problems, now you have a big problem that you have to face. And if you don't face it now, you're not going to go anywhere. So take that time to focus and fix one thing at a time. And for the things that you can't fix, that just keep repeating, make it one less problem you have to deal with, because it'll be a problem that is going to be constant. And you'll see that once that starts to happen, and once you start being present and you start realizing the little problems when they happen, and everything like that, like, you'll see full circle, man, full circle. And I don't know, I'm in a good place. I just felt compelled to say that for whatever reason. Maybe God wanted somebody to hear all that. But yeah, life's been coming full circle for me lately, and it's crazy. Like, it's so crazy, man. God stays blessing me, and it's just crazy. So I don't know, maybe somebody needed to hear that. I guess somebody did, because I don't even know why I said all those things. But anyway, I'm gonna eat my pizza. If you're having a hard time, just take that moment. Take that moment and be patient with yourself. And I know it feels dark right now, and I know, like, it's really hard to see, and you feel like nobody can hear you screaming for help, and you feel like no matter how many times you ask, nobody can help you. I get it. I get it. So I get it, and just allow yourself to feel those things, because it's important for you to be present in those moments, good and bad, so that you can remember them. You know what I mean? Like, don't be so caught up in moving forward that you forget to be now. And I know the being now can suck so hard sometimes. Like, yo, I don't want to be now. Like, this sucks. I don't want to get out of bed today. I don't want to eat today. Or maybe I want to eat everything today. Like, I don't want to be now. I want to be there right now. But you can't be there if you're not here now. So, just be patient with yourself, man. Be patient with yourself, and understand that you have to feel where you are now in order to get where you want to go. And even if you don't know where you want to go, and you just know that you don't want to be here, just be patient with yourself, and know that where you are right now is going to help propel you to, my voice is all shaky because it's like, ugh. You're meant for great things. And, yeah. So, anyway, there goes my, shaky voice speech message. I hope, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Yeah. I know a lot of people that say that weed helps. I advise staying sober because staying sober has saved my life, honestly. Like, feeling the awful things that drugs and alcohol numb you from have healed me quick, fast. And I'm not even like where I want to be. Sobriety is key. Sobriety is key, bro. Sobriety is key. Anyway, much love and light to you. And I hope somebody needed to hear that.